Well, we thank you for being part of the National Real Estate Cafe. For over 2 years now, we've been sharing with you what's really happening in the real estate and financial world on a daily basis. Just 2 to 4 minutes and you're in the know. So get these sent right to your phone. No sales, no spam.
I like this. We have a pretty funny slide for you today.
We do?
Pretty funny slide for you today. Someone wasn't getting my cue there.
Thanks, Berman. So he's looking for a funny slide. He goes, what's so funny about this? Well, a mansion or a yurt?
I'm sure there's some stuff in between that we can buy, Don.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So what can you afford? What are the parameters that decide? One, there's so many parameters. So if somebody just tells you the expense ratios and debt to income ratios are this, that is not true. There's so many parameters involved with you qualifying that you need, one, to talk to a professional to find out what's best for you.
And the thing is, too, is what we always recommend, and granted we are non-bank lenders, but we recommend non-bank lenders because we have the most options. We have 300 plus programs here at Skyline Home Loans, so I could tell you there's a lot of options for you versus when you go to a bank, I don't know what the official number is, but maybe 50, 60, 30.
And if they don't have the program that's right for you, they're going to put you in one of theirs.
Yeah.
So maybe it's not right. So some of the factors are, of course, housing expense ratio, meaning your mortgage payment based on your actual gross income. And they project it to be around 28%, but we've seen it as high as
45 on the this is a front end ratio, so 45, or if you're a veteran, maybe even up to 50 or 60 up on this. We can be very flexible for veterans.
No doubt. And then your debt to income, which includes all your debt plus your mortgage payment to your, again, gross income, and that can go as high as 57, 58%.
Yep, 57, 58, and again up to 60 for veterans.
All right, and that's with certain programs. A lot of programs are 45% cut and dry, pretty
and
much.
some jumbo programs are under 43.
Right. So, and of course we look at your income, and that has to do with whether you're self-employed, self-employed, W-2 income. Do you have
multiple corporations? Do you own investment properties? There's that's probably the most challenging part of this business is how to calculate income, and why it's difficult is because each program requires you to do it in a different way.
Right. Okay. Your credit, of course, we look at that, but then again, there's different programs that accept your credit differently, and credit can affect your interest rate for certain programs.
So let's say that the bottom of the scale is 580. With 580, you can get an FHA loan. Even with 580, you can get a VA loan. But then as you go up the scale, you start getting kind of better loans a little bit, we'll call them.
Mm-hmm.
If you get up to 620, then pricing gets a little more normalized, we'll say.
And then 680 and so on.
And then over 700 obviously gives you the best pricing possible.
All right. So current mortgage rates make a big difference. What program you're utilizing. Of course, your down payment, whether it's 0 down for vets, 3.5% down FHA, or 5 or 10% down or more for conventional loans.
Okay, so time out. I'm going to go back to interest rate for a second. Let's talk about the total range of interest rates. The total range of interest rates on any given day is approximately 1.5% variance. You're looking at rates from 3.5% to 5%, depending on your down payment, credit score, programs, etc.
Fixed versus ARM and so forth.
Yep. So usually about 1.5 spread is top to bottom. So yeah, you might be quoted something by your person that says 4.25, and you said, but I saw 3.5. That could be a totally different scenario.
All right. Your down payment makes a big difference, of course, and the type of home, believe it or not. If you're buying a condo versus a single-family residence, that could affect your interest rate.
Absolutely, Don. In fact, also on the jumbo lending side, sometimes you need 2 appraisals. Sometimes homes over $2 million have a different interest rate. A lot of different variants.
Okay, and finally, we're going to leave with fees and closing costs with mostly a be careful, because the lowest interest rate doesn't always equal the lowest cost.
Nope. It's easy to see. Look, if you're focused 100% on the interest rate and not on anything else, you can miss some points maybe that are put in there.
Yeah.
In fact, when you look at the Freddie Mac national average, the average includes half a point. So when you see that it's 3.875 with a half a point, pay attention to that to make sure
on the
right.
newspapers, you'll see the lowest interest rate, and then you look to right, it could be as high as 2 points. So maybe it isn't the best option for you. So make sure you're, again, working with a direct lender is going to give you some great advice. You heard right here on the National Real Estate Cafe. I know this is a long one, but this is great information to get you into home ownership. And reach out to us at don&gino.com.